Hello and welcome to Drawing Under the Influence with me, Daffyd Killerfish Wagstaff. That voice you heard just a second ago is Matthew Squato Waddingham, my co-host. We're on the last two drawings of the night because I don't think I can stretch the alcohol for more than two drinks. Um, that's the real reason I'm only doing 8. Okay, if you haven't seen the show before, it's fairly easy. I take a drink, I've got 10 minutes to draw an image in, and then I move on to the next one. Squato has been providing me with a list of things to draw. I'm going to go number 13. I'm feeling lucky. I reckon that's going to be a lucky number for me today. Number 13. So, what have I got?
13?
13.
Orc Lady TF.
Orc Lady TF.
So basically someone turning into an Orc Lady.
Well, we know what happens whenever we do a TF suggestion. We've always got to have me first. So, right. Have you got the timer ready? Squato?
Yep, ready?
And 3, 2, 1, begin. Right.
Just looking for some things to talk about.
Awesome beard. Glasses. There we go. That's a simple representation of me. Oh, I haven't even started drinking yet. What is wrong with me?
Apparently those Nazi gold train investigators are going to start investigating that site.
What?
You know that Nazi gold train?
Yeah.
Apparently the people that, quote, discovered it are going to do some excavation in the location very soon. So, yeah. No more details on that, just that they're doing that. Apparently well, this is slightly unclear. Technically it's India, but it seems to be actually just a group of Indian celebrities and other individuals in India that are doing for Indian pride. They're going to sue the Queen to reacquire the Koh-i-Noor, I believe that's actually how it's pronounced, diamond.
So they're going to sue the Queen for the crown jewels?
Yeah, basically. You're not too sure, that's the diamond that she has with her stuff. It's the world's largest diamond. The term itself means fountain of light.
So they're suing the Queen for the world's largest diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about you, but I'm pretty sure the Queen could afford the lawyers for this.
Pretty much. But the case is basically, give it back, it's ours. While the logic for why they have it is that it was gifted to her by various things going back, and basically what it sort of all amounts to is the fact that she's using it because, well, the British Empire in India. I know I have to say, I kind of don't like the odds of them giving this one back because England kind of has a little issue with giving back things.
What, we gave back Australia, didn't we?
You gave it to the what, didn't you? Yes, you gave India back India, but that was after you killed a bunch of Indians.
Oh,
You've also got those marbles.
fuck, 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 fuck. I'm not doing well tonight. I was on the wrong layer. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. You could fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, I'm sorry for anybody who was coming on just expecting just an art show. I do occasionally sing as well. Squat, are you still there, or have I killed you with my
Yeah, I'm
singing?
still here. I'm just going to pay attention to the reading on it. Anyway, so that's that stone. India wants it back, basically. Oh yeah, and apparently the IMF is basically saying the next financial crash is coming.
Hooray!
Because, and here's the fun part, the next financial crash is actually the last financial crash, which is technically an extension of the financial crash that's been going on since the 90s, if not slightly earlier. Long story short, because of what happened was the fact that the report basically says that this financial crash is going to happen because the actual last crash was not fixed, since the money that was thrown into the thing was not put into the correct thing. It ended up with what amounts to, quote, cheap money, which has basically led to bubbles and debt being created on a massive scale.
Of course it is.
And this is also with that austerity measures, which is where you have cutting back really deeply so that you're not overspending, which in turn is actually meaning that the government is no longer supporting local markets. Because why this is a thing, they're cutting back so much that local markets don't have the money to, well, because government spending is happening, meaning they're cutting back, therefore government people are not having their jobs, government programs are not existing, things like that, which therefore means there's far less money in the market. With less money in the market is less stable. With the market being less stable, you get the idea.
Of course I do.
So yeah. All part of fun. Also, it's going to be 7 minutes in now.
Must draw faster. Faster, 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 faster. Must draw faster.
Actually, here, that might be into it.
I regret making myself the subject for all of the TFs that are currently going on in the stream.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment on that, the fact that it's rather interesting that you're the only one that gets that.
Right.
Someone gets food? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Hey, now, it's not only me, it's just I'm the only target at the moment.
Yes, it's also yours. The request actually was in there going, it's congratulating themselves.
Look! Ah!
25.
Ah!
Yeah, so there's that. Oh, and as you said before, we had some things only got on the way. Technically, last weekend we should have been doing one of these streams. What was happening last weekend? I was in Excuse me, I burped just and was literally speaking. I was in. So yeah, fun. Last week. I was in Melbourne with for PAX World. Well, this day I was not, because at this stage of the time I would have been in the air.
Because
almost in the air, flying home. So yeah, we would not have been able to do the stream. And yes, I was doing it with Tonsky. Yeah, Tonsky stuff.
time, please.
It is 9:25.
Ah! 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 That is a panicking killerfish.
Did you wonder? It's an orc because Killerfish says so. They go She-Hulk, Hulk, or She-Hulk.
Why not both? Why do you have to put a label on it?
Actually, one of the ones was saying that the stones you don't see too often. I think it was with. I'm trying to remember, but I think it was with the. Oh, right. The guy that created USX.
Sorry, just putting some TF noise in there. Right, we'll sign this and we'll call it there for that one. Right, and finally onto the last one of the night.
Warren Spector. Just don't remember. Yeah, Warren Spector with these ones, and it's like, there's not enough She-Hulk cosplay.
I quite agree. Not enough She-Hulk doing jump rope sequences.
Is that you trying for a suggestion for next time?
No, that's a nerdy Marvel reference. It's good because this is the last one of the night, and that's the last amount of whiskey I have. So from this point on, I'm going to be getting steadily sober. So it's probably best to go out on a high, really. So what numbers are left? My ability to count left me sometime 20 minutes ago.
1, 3. Well, technically 5 is out. 8, 10, 11, 14, and 15 and 16.
Okay.
15 is probably going to be the more strangest one. The simplest one is going to be 11.
What was going to be the strangest one?
15.
15. Okay, let's go with 15 then. Don't bait me like that, man. Don't bait me like that. Of course I'm going to...
So, the reason why I said it's the strangest one, it's 3 lines of text.
3 lines of text, okay.
So it's not just a quickie, it's a rather long, in-depth one. That's why I was like, this is the strangest one. You're like, oh, let's go for that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be easy. Oh.
No, I'm probably going to screw it all up, but let's go for it anyway.
The request, okay, in simple version from the request, because I'm going to give credit, they actually had the key version of it is Border Collie or Anthro, so basically Collie Anthro,
Yeah.
in lingerie.
In lingerie.
Mm-hmm.
Border Collie Amphro in lingerie.
That's the most simple version of it. There's more, however, if you want to add that. Is that the Border Collie in lingerie is acting rather femi, is with a rocket ship, has a sombrero near them, while eating a burger as she fights space pirates.
As she fight... Right, okay. So, if I... Let me go through this, right. It's an Amphro Border Collie in lingerie, eating a burger, fighting space pirates near a rocket ship, and there's a sombrero nearby.
And she's acting femi.
She's acting feminine.
Yeah. I was directly quoting what the person said. So.
This is going to be fun. Right, have you got the timer up?
Yep.
Right. In 3, 2, 1, go. It's alright, little darling. It's been a month in December. I can't remember what I decided to draw. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Yes, basically, I was just saying it was a tackle. That was quite fun.
It was quite fun, was it?
Yes, it was. Went there with Humpty. We didn't go straight away in the mornings, but we went decently timed. The reason why we sort of we worked it out because we were buggered. We kind of overslept, and truth be told, you see most of the stuff anyway. You might miss out slightly on some of the panels and a few other little things, but yeah, it can become a slightly acceptable loss.
Fun, fun, son, here it comes. Did not want to do that. Sombrero.
Yeah, so basically, that's part of the, yeah, as I was saying, sorry, I was going to say online. Yeah, pack dogs, as I said, it was quite fun. All the cosplay, all this type of stuff. It was rather a large area that was being used. And then you got the mix of the regular developers that were there. You had a bunch of indie developers there. You had games you had computer places that were sort of in there themselves. Some of them were shops, some of them were just like Intel or whatever, just sort of booths to advertise their wares and people to be aware of what their shit is. You also had a large gaming area which people could be either playing board games, playing on the different computers that were there, or playing with the old retro computers, consoles and the like. And they also had outside that they had a bunch of panels, which was some fascinating ones I actually got to see. One of them was about preserving gaming history. I'll admit it was a rather dry one, and to the point I almost sort of fell asleep, and I don't think I was the only one that almost fell asleep during it. But it was actually rather fascinating with the amount of interesting issues in there to see some of the debate. A good example is when it comes to preserving the games, old games particularly, there is a debate, an actual debate in the archivists and all that sector as to do they try to preserve the game or do they preserve everything else? And by that I mean, if they preserve the game, they've got the game, they've got the object, they've got the thing. But if they focus on the other way, they're showing how people interacted with the game, how people played with it. So they'll be recording things like Let's Play, and if people went into speedruns, they'll have records of that being preserved. But they also would be preserving fan art, objects of the art connected with this. So that basically how the fan community has reacted to it and preserved the memory of this game. So you're not preserving so much the actual game, you're preserving what it means.
Preserving the meaning of the game rather than.
The impact of the game. Yes. So that's a rather interesting sort of discussion there.
I'm making this up as I go along. I hope people don't realise that.
No, I think they do anyway. So, yeah, that's some of the things that were there. Oh, yeah, and they also had the concerts that took place, or the concerts that took place, where you had the double clips, the double clips was the first band that came out there.
Yeah.
Followed by Ashes of Awesome, and then finally MC Fauntleroy. Fun part with him, he's actually someone that's been going through every single one of the packages.
That's cool.
As it turns out, he actually now has one over, I think it was Gabe, was the one that didn't turn up. Was either Gabe or Mike. Basically, one of them got way too sick to actually turn up in the tackle, because they couldn't. But normally these type of towns they would go to, but because of the fact that this requires them to fly 22 odd hours across the Pacific,
Oh,
they
bah.
didn't turn up. So therefore, they didn't turn up, and therefore MC Fauntleroy was kind of joking about the fact that he's been to every single one of these events, which means he's one of those extremely rare individuals in that group. Because not everyone can say that, including one of the creators of the damn thing.
What's my time, please, Squato?
6:45.
6:45. I've just got enough time to splash some colour on this, I think. Just before the show ends. And of course I've screwed up again. Of course I have. Because I'm Killerfish and I'm incapable of doing anything properly.
Yep.
You're not supposed to agree with me.
I'm making no comment really. I'm just sort of looking at shit online. There was only half paying attention to actually what you were saying. Kind of annoying to you even.
Sorry, I didn't catch that at all. My hearing is completely going, which is probably an indication that I've had far too much to drink. See us go. There was something in the air tonight, something or other I can't remember. This is probably going to look horrible when I look back at it in the morning. Eating a burger, fighting a space pirate near a rocket ship and a sombrero. How do I remember all of this stuff?
Yeah, it was Dave that missed it.
What's my time?
Mine is 9:45.
9:45? That's impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible. All rockets must be red. That's not a metaphor for anything at all. Right, let me sign that and we'll call that a day.
The next thing is
That's vaguely what I was supposed to be drawing. Okay, thank you for coming along and watching the stream. Thank you for watching on YouTube if I actually managed to get these videos up and my computer system is working properly. If you have any suggestions for what I should draw whilst I'm drunk, drawingundertheinfluence@gmail.com. This has been Daffyd Killerfish Wagstaff and my co-host Matthew Squato Waddingham. Say something poignant and farewelly, Squato.
music makes me lose control.
It does. That is poignant indeed. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much.